I think nowadays we talk a lot about self-love, and I've like heard million times how important it is and how how you have to love yourself, and like, but I think like it's pretty obvious. It's nice to love yourself, and it's nice to to be in some peace with yourself, but nobody really talks about like how. So I will share a couple of my tips, my experience mainly, like with loving myself, and I think it can be really useful because when I was searching for it, I was finding the videos like how important it is to love yourself, but nobody really told me how to do it. So you may feel a bit lost, like I know I need this, but I cannot find the right way. So today I may help you to find your own way. So I have like a couple tips, and I think not all of them will suit you, but some of them I hope will help at least a couple people, and I'll be really happy if at least one person after this video would apply it, and maybe it will change their lives. And really, I'll be so happy. Like, I don't need more. So first thing is to actually think, how do you what do you define as love? So there are like, I think you've heard of like, there are some types of love, like for example like physical touch, care, I don't know, presence, whatever, there are some certain types. You can like look it up and maybe pass some kind of a test, or like just look at yourself. How do you behave with people you love? So for example, with your friends, or with your mom, or with like some of your family members, how do you are used to show your love? Mostly it's like, you just observe yourself from that point, and like really pay attention on how do you love somebody, so then you can applicate that on you. So for example, like really I don't know, typical like example, I was crying and I was like, I'm afraid to look I'm afraid to look in my reflection, like in the mirror. But then I said, would I want some person I love, would I look in their face after they would be crying? Would I be afraid to see their face? And answer was absolutely no. Why would I? Because I love them. I'm not like mm, connected to that face. When you love somebody, it does not really matter how do you look like, or how, like right now, or so I just went and I just saw my reflection, and it was not terrible. So like, look at the small details. How do you show love? So then you can show it to yourself. And yeah, you have to pay attention on it for some time to just see how you're used to showing it. So it's the first thing. So second thing, it may sound funny a bit, but it's like basic hygiene. So I hope you guys are doing that, but sometimes you don't have enough energy to just take a shower, or brush your teeth, or do the cleansing after the makeup. But you have to like do it for yourself, because you would do it for somebody you love, and you love yourself. Third thing is about your talking, about your words you say. Because when you're constantly saying, I hate myself, I want to be another person, I want to have another friends around me, I hate everything about myself, like body, face, whatever you're talking about, you just have to shut up. Because there is no way the person who would love themselves would talk like that about them, and you would not talk like this about the person you love. So why on the world would you talk like that about you? You would not say, oh my god, I'm so ugly, you're like, I'm so fat. You would not say this to a person you love, because you may say, if you really care about them, which I hope you do about yourself, you would say, okay, I think you need a bit of a gym and maybe some diet. But you would not say, you're so ugly pig, and you have to, you know, do some plastic surgery, I don't know, like you would not say this to the person you love, and why would you say this to yourself? So you have to kind of think of yourself like as a person you love, like, you know, as somebody, you know, because I think we're like, you have, at least you will have some one example of person you love, like from your, I don't know, family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. So, you know, there are some options. And I think you can maybe observe how do you behave with that person, and maybe you can like applicate some of the methods on yourself, not about like only some presents or stuff, but even like before saying this thing to yourself, make sure you would say the same thing to that person. You know, you would say you're, I don't know, you're fat or something. You would not say that to them, so you should not say it to yourself, you know, because you have to behave like you love yourself.